Indonesia, there are many legends and myths about ghosts called hantu. Some of these legends are shared with Indonesia and other Asian countries. Pontianak. The Pontianak is a ghost of a woman who died while she was pregnant. She appears as an ugly woman with pale skin, long black hair, sharp nails, and a white dress. She makes a sound like a baby crying at night as she goes in search of human prey. The Pontianak attacks men and drinks their blood. She will plunge her sharp fingernails into your stomach, ripping out your internal organs and devouring them. She can also suck your eyes out of your head. Penanggalan. The Penanggalan is a female vampire that appears as a detached head, flying around on its own with the internal organs trailing behind it. She feeds on the blood of newborn infants or pregnant women. She is a normal woman during the day, but at night, her head and entrails leave her body and fly around in search of victims. If she can't get into your house, she can still attack you. She has a long, sharp, invisible tongue that snakes out and oozes up through the floorboards, sticking into you and sucking your blood. Orang Minyak. Orang Minyak, or Oily Man, is a demon with a bald head and glowing red eyes. He is completely naked and his entire body is covered in black oil. He was a deformed man who tried to win back his love with black magic. He made a deal with the devil to make himself handsome, but he was cursed. He breaks into the bedrooms of young women at night and attacks them as they sleep. His black, oily body makes him difficult to see in the dark and almost impossible to catch because he is so slippery. Kumkum. Hantu Kumkum is a disfigured old woman who goes from house to house looking for young girls so she can drink their blood. She was once a very beautiful and vain woman. She went to a Malaysian witch doctor, a Bomoh, to improve her looks, but the black magic went wrong and her face was destroyed. By drinking the blood of young girls, she hopes she can restore her lost youth and beauty. Aisha. Aisha was a young girl who had a rare condition called photophobia. She was abducted and murdered by a gang of men who took pictures of her. Aisha's ghost returned from the dead and exacted her revenge. They say that she can kill anyone who looks at a picture of her corpse. Langsur. The Langsur is the ghost of a woman who died while giving birth to a dead baby. She is similar to the Pontianak, but there are some differences. She appears as a hideous woman with glowing red eyes, a rotting green face, and long, sharp nails. She has long black hair that hangs down to her ankles and is usually wearing a green or white dress. The Langsur is jealous of pregnant women, so she attacks them and tries to kill them or cause their babies to be born dead. She has a hole in the back of her neck through which she can suck the blood of her victims. She can also possess her victims and suck out their blood from the insides. The Langsur lives near the coast, and when she can't find human victims, she resorts to sucking the blood out of fish. To prevent a pregnant woman's corpse from becoming a Langsur, you have to place needles in both her hands, glass beads in her mouth, and an egg under her armpit. It is possible to tame a Langsur by cutting off her long nails and stuffing her long hair into the hole at the back of her neck. Polong. A polong is an evil spirit that is controlled by a Malaysian witch doctor or Bomoh. If you are its master, you can use it to torment your enemies with madness, sickness, and eventually death. To summon a polong, you put the blood of a murdered person into a bottle and use incantations and magic spells. After 2 weeks, you will hear a chirping noise or the sound of crying coming from the bottle. Then, you cut your finger and allow the blood to drain into the bottle and feed the demon. This binds the Pulong to you, telling it that you are its master and it is your servant. Nobody knows exactly what a Pulong looks like. Some say it appears in the bottle as a naked woman around an inch tall. Others say that when it is let out of the bottle, it looks like an egg-shaped fiery ball. Pelicit. The Pelicit is a dark spirit revered by shamans in Malay culture. It feeds on the blood and works as a servant for its master. It demonizes people and causes chaos in the society. Pelicit must have a continuous host and therefore needs to be passed down from one generation to the next. It should always be taken care of and fed constantly, because if not, the demon will soon create havoc among the local inhabitants of its master's village, especially after the master's death. Hantu Tetak. Hantu Tetak means breast ghost. It is also known as Hantu Kopek, which means nipple ghost. She is the ghost of an old woman who was never able to have children. She has a haggard, wrinkled face and enormous saggy breasts that grow out of her back. She kidnaps children and hides them under her huge breasts, sometimes raising them as her own. She also uses her huge breasts to suffocate people. Blonde in the bathroom. The blonde in the bathroom, or a Loira do Banheiro, is the most famous urban legend in Brazil. She is a ghost that haunts school toilets. Some say she is the Brazilian version of Bloody Mary. Every schoolboy and schoolgirl in Brazil has heard the legend of a Loira do Banheiro, or the blonde in the bathroom. They say she is the ghost of a dead girl with long blonde hair. Her nose and mouth are stuffed with bloody cotton. Blood streams from her empty eye sockets, and her skin is covered in small cuts. Some say she appears in the mirror and stares at you, and others say she asks you to take the cotton out of her nose. To make her appear, you must go to the last stall in the bathroom and kick the door 3 times. Flush the toilet 3 times. Turn a tap on and off 3 times and say a curse word out loud 3 times. Legend has it that she was once a beautiful blonde girl who always skipped classes and hung out in the school bathroom, smoking, drinking alcohol, and generally getting up to no good. Then, one day, during these escapades, she fell, hit her head on a toilet, and bled to death. Since that day, the toilets of schools are haunted by the spirit of the dead blonde. According to another legend, her name was Maria Augusta, and she was the daughter of a Brazilian viscount. At the tender age of 14, her parents forced her to marry a man she didn't love. He was also much older than her, and she was very unhappy in the marriage. She ended up having an affair with another man, and she ran away to Europe with her lover. Unfortunately, she died of pneumonia, and her remains were shipped back to her parents. They say that at the exact moment of her death, a mirror in her parents' house shattered. Her parents put her body on the display in a glass case and refused to bury her. There is yet another legend that claims that the blonde in the bathroom was once a teacher who fell in love with one of her students. When her husband found out, he flew out in jealousy rage and murdered her. First he stabbed her and sliced her face to ribbons, then he stuffed her head down one of the school toilets until she drowned. Here are some accounts from people who claim they encountered the blonde in the bathroom. It all started when this girl in my class started reading about urban legends on the internet and found the famous legend of the blonde in the bathroom. She told all of us that she was going to do the ritual. She did everything right and she was alone in the bathroom with the door locked. I don't know what happened while she was alone in there, but when she came out, she acted like nothing had happened. When we asked her if the ritual worked, she was like, What are you talking about? She couldn't remember anything about it. When one of my friends mentioned something about the blonde in the bathroom, the girl suddenly began to bang her head on the table. Her eyes turned back in her head and she gave a horrible screech. Her parents had to come and take her home. When she came back to school a few days later, she said, "I don't know. I do not remember anything." When I was a little girl, I was always fascinated by the supernatural. One day my friend and I were in school when we heard something about screaming from the second floor. We ran up there. What we saw was indescribable. We saw many people gather around the door of the bathroom, and just as we were going to see what was going on, we saw a student running scared and crying. There was a woman following her with bloody nose, bloody face, and her skin was all torn and bleeding. Most importantly, she was blonde. After a while, we saw two nuns coming out, and the blonde ran in the bathroom. When the nuns opened the door, the bathroom was empty. She disappeared. To this day, I can still remember that face.